Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Okay, so this is PFM3023. The code is for financial management, basically. Let me share for what. By the way, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, Doctor.
Right. Sekejap. Okay, you can see this. Okay, so as I said, this is FM, Financial Management, PFM3023. And this paper is basically a core course for majority of you. Either you are in the Department of Accounting and Finance or other departments in the Faculty of Management and Economics, or perhaps sometimes ada juga students from outside of the faculty trying to take financial management. But don't worry, this is just a basic of finance. As long as you're okay with numbers, you'll be fine. All right. So, by the way, before we move forward, let me introduce myself. Right. My name is Muhammad Faisal, from the Department of Accounting and Finance, from the Faculty of Management and Economics. And my background, I got my PhD in Islamic Finance from Durham University. And the rest, as you can see there, are from UiTM. Okay, my master's, my degree, even my diploma, DBS diploma in Business Studies, UiTM as well. And prior, joining UPSI, I was with UiTM before that, and as a lecturer as well. And before that, as well, prior to UiTM, I was with MBank, okay, for about 4 years, right? And the rest down there was my contacts, okay, my mobile numbers ada kat situ, my office numbers, my room, okay, at block 10, yeah, if you still remember the block 10, the new campus, level 3, room number 9. Okay, and at the very bottom there is my email address. Okay, but I believe majority of our communications would be either via my guru. Okay, because all the notes, relevant instructions for assignments, instruction for quizzes, everything will be done on my guru. Okay, and some quick information maybe kita boleh pass later on by WhatsApp lah. Okay, some of you already contacted me pun via WhatsApp. But anyway, enough about myself. Let's go to the course itself. Okay, as I said, this is the basic of finance. So for those, let's say yang ambil financial services, for example, EE14. So there's a lot more finance courses, finance related courses, either related to investment, or even later on, you're going to have another finance which is known as advanced financial management. Okay, that one will be later part lah. You'll be in semester 6 or 7 later. I think it's semester 7. Okay, it's similar like for EE02 for accounting students. For accounting students, you're going to have another finance paper, at least for corporate finance. Right? So, but the rest, non-finance or not from the department lah. Maybe this is the only finance that you're going to take lah. Okay, but just bear in mind, this finance course is actually related to decision making. Okay, decision making that you need to make with regards to companies. Okay, this is not individual or personal level of finance that you're going to learn. This is more on companies' point of view. So you are going to make decisions with regards to companies' position, whether they have excess funds or whether they have deficit of funds. So if they have excess, they have more money, what they need to do with the money. Okay, so these are the decisions that they need to make. Or if they are in the deficit, meaning they have shortage of funds. So what they need to do, where they need to borrow the money from, for example. So those decisions that we're going to discuss throughout the semester. Okay, so that's why you can see here, in terms of description, there's a lot of topics they mentioned in this description. For example, obviously the introduction will be mostly theory, but the next part will be mostly calculations. Okay, for example, here, the third bullet, they mentioned about how to analyze financial performance based on financial statements, how to prepare cash flows, for example, the concept of time value of money. Okay, you might learn this elsewhere before, but again, we're going to revisit the time value of money concept. Okay, the concept of risk and return, capital budgeting. Okay, so all of this we're going to look in details afterwards. We discuss the pro forma. Okay, you're going to see we have 9 topics altogether. Okay, so since I mentioned about pro forma, might as well kita tengok straight pro forma lah. Okay, give me 1 second. Share pro forma with you. This one. Okay, so the pro forma you can download from my guru as well. Okay, my guru, you dah boleh download. It's either, I'm not sure whether this is basically comes from the system, pro forma from the system, or if this is not available to you yet, okay, because the one who manage this is the coordinator of the course, okay, which is not me. So if this view of pro forma is not available to you, there should be another version in PDF. Even this is in PDF, tapi PDF ni converted from the system. There's another version in PDF itself, okay, which has the same information, right? Okay, bear with me. These 3 names are from previous semesters punya academic staff yang ajar, but for this semester, I think the names are different. In fact, myself, I will not be your, like I can say, your permanent lecturer for this course until the end of the semester. Okay, there'll be another lecturer coming in, most likely next month, an international lecturer. And he will be continue whatever I left. Okay, so meaning I will be with you for the next 1 or 2 weeks only. Okay, max 3 weeks. And after that, there will be a new lecturer. Okay, so just to let things clear, I will just be temporarily covering this course. Okay, this group especially. I have 3 groups, F, G, and I. So all 3 groups temporarily will be under me. Okay, but starting November, when the new lecturer coming in, he will be the one taking over. Okay, taking over. But don't worry, all the instruction in terms of assignments or quizzes would be standardized. Quizzes might be different, but in terms of especially the group assignment, okay, the group assignment will be similar for all groups. Okay, for all groups. Anyway, okay, so these are the assessment that you are going to go through. Okay, we will discuss this afterwards. When we take a look at the weightage of the assessments. Okay, I skip this for time being. Okay, the one that we want to discuss first is the topics. Okay, as I said, we have 9 topics altogether. Okay, and under pro forma, I guess you know how to read this. Okay, under pro forma punya teaching and learning activities. Here we have weeks. So altogether in 1 semester, we have 14 weeks. Okay, 14 weeks. And the CLO is the course learning outcomes, the one that we discussed earlier. Ini tadi concept and whatnot ni. Right, so since we will be online 100%, we are not doing hybrid and we are 100% online. So therefore there will be no lecture or tutorial face-to-face. Obviously, you will see this pro forma with zeros. Okay, lecture and tutorial. So everything will be done online. Okay, or other things, even though it's face to face, like this is our face to face. Others not in classes. Okay, and nampak tak kat sini? We have guided and independent. So guided learning ni meaning, let's say we used My Guru, for example. That's guided learning, even though it's not face to face, but it's still guided. I give you instructions, usually using My Guru lah. And independent learning, non face to face, is basically your own study. So you need to dedicate your time according to the topics lah. So mana yang banyak ni maknanya it require a lot of exercises, a lot of reading, for example. Okay, SLT ni the total. Okay, so that's how we read pro forma. Okay, so even though, like I said, we have 9 topics here, but we have 14 weeks, so it will cascade down, whereby some topics might have longer times to complete. Okay, for example, for topic number 1, it's just introduction. Actually, this will take not even 1 week, for example. Okay, so that's why we can combine je intro to FM dengan financial market ni with the financial statements and ratio analysis. As I said, topic number 1 ni will be 100% theory. Okay, a brief introduction, what is financial management is all about, and what are the other markets which is relevant to the financial management. Because as I said, when we talk about managing finance, we are managing the money or the finance part of the company when they have excess and when they have deficit. Okay, and financial market is one of the options that they're going to go into, whether they want to invest or if they want to borrow money. Okay, so we're going to discuss that later. Right, so for topic number 2, okay, this is where we start our calculations. We have the financial statements and ratio analysis. So this topic is quite important, okay, because your group project, okay, you're going to have one group project whereby the output of that project would be one written report and a presentation. Okay, so that project, which consists of both output I cakap tadi tu, is based on this topic, financial statements and ratio analysis. Okay, so mark this topic because this will be quite important, especially to complete your group project. Really, really important to complete your group project because the group project will give you quite significant numbers in terms of marks. If I'm not mistaken, about 20% of your ongoing assessments will be based on a group project. So you have to be part of a group, obviously, and contribute. Okay, contribute in terms of preparing the written report. Okay, and also obviously you need to prepare, since we have limited times, face to face like this. Most likely you're gonna have a recorded video presentation. So please don't skip that part because it will give you a significant amount of marks, right? So that's weeks number 2. Okay, so obviously we're going to discuss this next week lah. And then week 3 and 4 we have cash flow and financial planning. Okay, so there are a few things here. For a second, we have three things kat dalam ni. We have the cash flows, we have the cash budgets, and we have the pro forma. So 3 things that we need to discuss. There are 3 different statements in terms of cash flows and also how to manage our financial in terms of planning. This is, if number 2 here, we do analysis based on current, present reports, especially for financial planning. This is basically for future. Okay, for future. Right. Next, we have working capital management. Okay, so this is another topic, which is quite long actually. So that's why, for me, I think 1 week is not enough. So most likely, this week 5, you need to combine with week 6 to finish this working capital management. Okay, because there's a lot of things to discuss here. right? And this time value of money, they just require 1 week. So we're gonna swap ni lah. So working capital management would be 5 to 6, and week 7, 1 week would be time value of money. Okay, and then we have bond valuation, stock valuation. Then we're gonna have risk and return. Okay, all of this involve calculation, by the way. And some of you before the other groups asked whether we need financial calculators or not. No, for this course, you don't necessarily need financial calculators. The normal calculators will do. Okay, don't worry, you can use the normal calculators. And then we have capital budgeting techniques. Week 11 and week 12 is quite related. So meaning first we learn the basic capital budgeting, and then the second part, the week 12 is the advanced making capital investment decisions. So this is the enhancement ataupun the extension of the capital budgeting. So you're gonna use the same techniques, meaning you're gonna use, for example, net present value in making capital investment decisions. Okay, I'm gonna learn this later lah. And finally, for the long-term financial decision. So this is if you have problems ataupun shortages of funds, then you need to decide where you want to borrow your money from. Okay, so this is where you have long-term financial decision. Right? And okay, so this would be the distribution of marks. So the first part would be the online quiz, the online test ataupun the midterm. Okay, as I said, this semester, as of now, we're still going to have our online classes, obviously. And secondly, the assessments also will be done online, similar like for the past 2-3 semesters that kita dah buat ni. So we're gonna do everything online again. Okay, so we have the midterm test, 15%. Okay, 15% online midterm test. So usually the midterm test will be done, nama pun midterm, right? So it will be done somewhere here, week 6 ni, 6 or 7. Right? So by this time around, memang definitely I will not be around anymore. So your new lecturer will conduct the online so-called term lah. And he or the coordinator of the course will decide which topics will be part of the test. Most likely, if it's me, topic number 2 will not be part because this is your group project. So most likely it comes from this cash flow and financial planning and also working capital management. Maybe not all, but part of it. Okay, or even together with time value of money. Okay, so these 3 topics you need to pay extra attention for your midterm. Right, and then as I said, the group projects. Okay, we have one group project. Okay, one group project, but they have 2 outputs. Like I said, a written report. So written report usually will give you about 15 marks. Okay, and for the video presentation, for 5%. So tadi 15% bukan 50 marks. 15%, and the video presentation is 5%. So combined marks for this group project would be 20%. Okay, so that's why I said you need to form a group. You need to be part of a group. Okay, don't left out or don't wait until too late untuk cari group. Okay, you need to know you'll be part of any group, or else you're gonna miss this 20%. Okay, especially during this time yang online so don't keep quiet at your own house. But I think majority of you still at your own house kan. So especially kalau later ada group apa WhatsApp group tu, nanti please voice out lah if you don't have any groups, right? And please don't miss this significant amount of marks, 20%. Okay, so that 15% online test, 20% for the group assignment. So that 35%. So the balance 15% will be from quizzes. So here they split quiz one, online quiz 5%, the other quiz 5%. Then they have the forum 5% as well. So for me, usually these three is a form of online quizzes. It can be in a form of give you problems that you need to solve, or it can be online multiple choice questions. Okay, so all will be done online lah. So combine 15 marks, 15%, sorry, 15%. So when you combine everything, it will give you 50% continuous assessment ataupun ongoing assessment. Okay, so for this course, the weightage is 50-50, okay? It's not 60-40, it's 50-50. So 50% ongoing, so therefore the final assessment will be another 50%. So a total combined of 100 lah, obviously. So ada soalan tak so far? Any question?
So far tak ada, Doktor.
Okay, good. So these would be recommended references if you need, okay, if you require any references, any books, for example, these are the recommended ones. Okay, but it will not be a compulsory lah if you want to purchase any of these books. Okay, so you can refer any finance books actually. Okay, if you can find ebook, for example, related to financial management, but for finance, so make sure you cari financial management or introduction to finance or foundation of finance, for example. Macam ni. Okay. My books mostly dekat office. Since today I'm working from home, I don't have any example to show you, but some of the books have Malaysian context. For example, yang ni, the 1, 2, 3, number 4 here. This is Malaysian context. Okay. But the rest yang overseas ni is international context lah. But anyway, both will be useful in terms of calculation. Cuma in terms of explanation, in terms of surrounding, in terms of the financial markets might be different lah, because internationally, either in the US or in the UK, the financial market will be different. For example, if in Malaysia, we have financial market in Bursa Malaysia, for example. But in UK, they have FTSE. Okay, in the US, maybe they have New York Stock Exchange, for example. So there will be different market altogether. But in terms of how to calculate, it will be the same. The ratios, the techniques and whatnot, it's applicable for all markets, right? So if you want something close to our scenario, find local books. Okay, so this is one of the example. And for this semester, the coordinator will not be Dr. Rusliza, if I'm not mistaken. It's in Cik Norizan. Cik Norizan. So if you download from My Guru, you can see the proforma is prepared by him. This is, like I said, this is last semester. This is last semester. I tak ada yang baru punya. And as I said, I am actually covering ataupun relieving for the incoming lecturer sahaja. Hopefully the new one will come in, hopefully. What else? I don't know. So kena tunggulah. From our head of department. Head of department kenal tak? Our head of department is Dr. Rosmini. Okay, so see lah. Any question lagi tak ada Nanti tak tanya.
Ya.
Yep.
Tak ada.
Doktor.
Okay. I don't intend to start any lecture today. Okay. By the way, our lecture our class will be on Fridays. 10 to 1. Okay, 10 to 1. Obviously, kalau normal time, I will not stop at 1. Obviously, we will start. We will stop earlier than 1. Right. So, but for today, like I said, I have no intention to start the lecture because I have 3 groups, kan. I have problems, not problems. Kalau boleh, I like to synchronize my lecture time for all groups within the same weeks. So my other 2 groups, dia punya lecture time is on Tuesday, and this week Tuesday is a public holiday. Okay, so I don't lecture on Tuesday baru ni, so therefore I will not start lecture today lah. So we will start the first topic and also the second topic next week. Okay, next week. You, I don't create the WhatsApp group yet, but if you can start, yes, please do so. And share, you can share dalam My Guru tu pun. Okay, if you go to My Guru, there's a section. Share kalau kau tahu kot. Okay, so ni is the for financial management. Sini ikutkan performa dia dah yes, maknanya ada. Tak check. So Cik Norizani is the course coordinator ni for this course. Takkan seorang, maybe sebab I je boleh view. But anyway, so for group F, ni dah ada ni. Itu baru buat. So go to My Guru and check. Tu about YouTube sekejap guys, explain So you guys boleh tengok your group je lah Ni group F kan, so group F is already here. Assigned by Azrin, Shamila, Natasha. So thank you very much Azrin. So you can go here and click untuk join lah the WhatsApp group. Right, and the performa dia tak ada yang system ni so they just provide yang this one. So you can download yang this one lah, performa PFM3023 kat sini. One I share you information dia more or less the same. And I want to remind you to always use the web conferencing ni to join our sessions. Okay, to join our sessions. So go to web conferencing and click this to start class now ni, because this is where the attendance, okay, the attendance will be taken. I think you all dah tahu, dah familiarize dengan sistem ni. Okay, so untuk today, bila klik dekat this group, you guys tak akan nampak banyak group lah. You guys will see your own group sahaja. Not sure whether you have this whole thing or not, but I know I can share the video here. So when I share the video here, later on, all the recorded session, because all classes will be recorded, I will share the video here, the link. Okay, but so, as of now, belum lah. Sekejap lagi, once the video available, I will post it here. Okay, and tendency, I think siapa yang join using tu akan record. Your attendance already here. Okay, so siapa yang baru di-approve ataupun baru apply to join this group, your name is not in the system yet, but make sure next class, join here to have this automatic attendance recorded accordingly. Okay, so ada soalan tadi tanya pasal previous semester's videos here. I'm going to share with you now. I share apa ni sekejap. Share the screen je lah sekarang. Okay, I have compiled videos. Okay, videos, lectures lah basically. And for this course, PFM3023, I have a complete set of videos from previous semester. Okay, last semester I ada satu kelas financial management. So if you search in YouTube my name here, and you can access to a lot of videos actually. Okay, cuma you just look at which topics ataupun which course relevant to you lah. So for example, financial management kat sini ada macam-macam videos lah according to the weeks, but you can look at the description for the topics that we discussed. Okay, so you can browse through nantilah kalau you nak. Okay, this is additional information. Especially nanti when you have a new lecturer, for example, then you have options lah. Not option, additional. Okay, obviously you need to listen to his lecture, but obviously can have this as an alternative ataupun as an additional reference. Okay, if you want to. Okay, so you just search my name dekat YouTube tu. Tahu macam mana nak share the link. Share the link. You just search lah my name ni. Okay, subscribe kalau nak. Okay, and yeah, and you can see videos. Cuma mungkin view you tak nampak semua. Because I don't share all the videos. I have lots of videos juga kat sini. But some of the videos are private, so go to the playlist. Playlist ni mostly are public lah. Okay, you boleh tengok. So yeah, the question tadi yang last semester punya boleh pakai for the videos. Yes, you still can access the videos. You can still refer to the videos because the contents are still the same. Okay, the contents are still the same. Ada lagi soalan lain? So WhatsApp group, yeah, already mentioned about that. Go to my guru and join from there. Video last time, yeah. Syllabus still the same as previous semester. Okay, any other questions? Okay, as of now, what you need to do, you can try to figure out your potential group mates. Okay, so find about 4 in the group, 4 people or 4 members in a group, and make sure you have your own groups. Don't keep quiet and tiba tak submit your group project, because like I said, it's 20% is a lot. Believe me, 20% is a lot. So kalau you tak buat group projects, waste percent already. Right. Any other questions? Okay, like I said, for this week, I will not start the lecture yet. Okay, kalau next week, katakanlah tiba-tiba I will not be around, there will be videos to accompany. Okay, no, So if there's no other questions, I will share with you, even though there's nothing much today, but I will share with you the video. The link I showed you in my guru, I will share that. Or else if you remember my video YouTube tadi tu pun, I might share upload. Memang obviously I will upload in YouTube first, and then the link to I share in the group. Okay. So thank you very much. Okay, so inshallah I'll see you guys next week. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Right. So ada yang tanya tadi one group for members remember? One Nazihah, one group for members. Welcome.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, welcome.